Hello everybody. Let's get this stream on the road here. Welcome everybody. This is Dice Bag, artist, game designer, world builder, and occasional VTuber. We're working on character designs tonight. Everyone's favorite thing. Wonderful. We started this last time and I realized something. After I went and actually made a whole list of things that I need to do before the game is actually ready to release, I realized that I really needed more like potential human enemies for people to throw at their players and whatnot, because I was lacking on that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna end up having all the lore and everything done for the main, like, antagonist factions. We might save that for later. So I wanted to make some basic enemies. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So how's it going, chat? We're gonna start off with another seafold
Cat
here.
with a mouse says, "Gonna draw again. Here we are, we're gonna draw again. Making lines on stream with my friends. Guess you're gonna see me draw again."
Hell yeah. That's what we do around
Festiva
here.
says, "Gonna plap again."
Festiva, welcome guys. We're not plapping, we are drawing guys. Oh wait, I still got the anti-alias thing going on. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I like.
Festiva says, "Plapping guys."
We're not plapping guys
Cat with
here.
a mouse says, "How was my Nelson Willie parody?"
I wouldn't even know who that is, to be honest. I had to have my brush settings changed because this week I've been joining the Stop the Pokemon International, the Pokemon Company International campaign, and I've been making some memes for it. As you may have seen on Twitter.
Cat with a mouse says, "Joke on classic rock artist Willie Nelson."
I don't know that much classic rock, so going over my head there. As you can see, we have to match the meme format, we have to reduce the anti-aliasing on the line art so it's all jagged and whatnot, and it looks like a what do you call that? An MS Paint doodle. So yeah, I've been drawing several of these
Cat with
this
the
week.
mouse says, "You're never heard of the song, On the Road Again?"
I've heard of it. I wouldn't recognize a parody of it though. And here's the army of dittos that buys Nintendo products. Yeah, that's basically been my week. That and working. We actually had overtime this week. The other guys actually showed up, although one of them went home early. And the other guy was talking about going home early, but he stuck around. So that should fatten my bank account a little bit at least. Alas, having Saturday and Sunday off is just not really cutting it. I forgot how annoying it was to have just a couple days to myself. Because of course I have all kinds of stupid shit and errands to run that I had to do today. And I still haven't loaded up the Crytures Twitter account with more Creature of the Day posts, which ran out this week. So that's fun.
Cat with a Mouse says, finally had a haircut this morning after 9 months. Had to wait until my pains were under enough control.
Haircuts. I never think about those. I basically cut my own hair whenever it gets annoyingly long. That's the benefit of having long ass hair. Not entirely sure what to do with this guy. To be perfectly honest. I made up some stat blocks for some of these. Namely, the Sea Folk one that we're working on now is going to be using a staff and a gambeson as his armor. And we're going to be calling these guys outcasts. So these are kind of going to be like the creatures equivalent of a bandit or a brigand. Somebody who's not really welcome in civilized society anymore. So dudes you might encounter out in the wilderness. And we're basically going to make one for each of the people
Cat
groups.
with a Mouse says, NPC stat blocks are being created. Your content is officially branching out into the tediousness of mathematics.
I've already got NPC stat blocks, but they're always like named NPCs for the most part. So we gotta fix that. Let's see. But he's got the staff, so... You know what? There's a tool to create straight lines that I should be using right now. Let's see. Hand would be something like that. I think. Alright. You drawing anything new, Festiva? I saw your Hex Maniac thing. It's looking pretty good.
Festiva says. Hornet next.
Hornet? Which Hornet? The only Hornet I know is the Azerlane one.
Festiva
Is that what
says.
we're talking about?
But I'm starting Arkham Origins tonight. Festiva says. The Hornacy.
Why is it always the Ussy with you?
Festiva says. Fine, the Hornus auntie. Cat with a mouse says. Mavi Festiva has a cat fetish.
Cat fetish? Is that it? Let's see, what are this guy's stats? Okay, fitness is a 3. Let's make him a little more built.
Festiva says. No. Cat with a mouse says. He's obviously got no girls. How else will he get a pussy?
You don't like cat girls, Festiva? I thought everybody liked cat girls.
Festiva says. Cats are of the devil. Festiva says. Bad pussy. Cat with a mouse says. Depends on the art style of the franchise.
What about catfish? Do you like catfish? This guy's looking a little out of proportion with the other guys. That's better.
Cat with a mouse says. I'm in the Northeast, never tried it. Plus they look freaky.
They do look pretty freaky.
Festiva says. Zun's art style when.
Who? I'm not sure who this Zun is.
Festiva says. To how art style SMH.
Oh, Toho art style. Well, I wouldn't know that. I'm not a Toho fanatic.
Festiva says. Zun is the creator of Toho games, he does everything by himself, art, programming, music.
I see. You still haven't answered me about Hornet though. Which Hornet are we talking about? Is it the Azurlane Hornet? The only Hornet
Cat
I
with a
know?
mouse says. Art style is okay. Prefer the GBA Tohuman art style.
Tohomon? Is that a thing? A Pokemon spin-off? I presume?
Jason Dupe says. Hey there, happy Saturday, I see you're creating more awesome artwork. Festiva
Dude,
says.
how's it going?
Silk Song Hollow Knight Hornet. Festiva says. Yeah, it's a fan-made ROM hack.
Ooh, that don't look good. Alright, we gotta change this up. I'm losing my touch. I might be tempted to try some of these ROM hacks sometimes if it weren't for the fact that I'm currently heavily invested in POW World again. It's taking up all my free time to try and build all my bases and... Man, the freaking place is big now. I didn't know it had been updated so much. POW World has become quite huge.
Festiva says. Anyway, it's funny to see how Zun has improved, even if there is a charm in the jank of his old work. Where he lacks in ability, he has designing them spot on.
Yeah, I definitely recall the
Cat with the
Toho
mouse says. Tohuman,
official art.
World Link follows the Pokemon Emerald storyline a bit. Tohuman, Another World has a completely original story that ties in Pokemon franchise elements.
But yeah, like I was saying, I know the official Toho art tends to deviate quite a bit from some of the fan art. That's about the extent of my Toho knowledge. Let's see.
Cat with a mouse says. Always interesting when the fan art is more consistent than the official works.
Hopefully that doesn't happen for Crytures. I think I've got my art style worked out though.
Festiva says. I mean, it is Festiva says. Zun just isn't an artist. Namwabis better says.
Oh, he is now.
Cheap followers on streambo.com. Remove the space.
Cheap followers.
OJBZYCIA.
Cheap followers? We got cheap followers this time? We don't want no
Cat
cheap
with
followers.
a mouse says. Ban the bot.
Shut up, silly woman.
Banned. I can't believe they're sending the cheap follower bots after me. I used to get the best followers, but now it's just cheap followers.
Festiva says. No, his study was actually in music, and that goes real hard in the games.
So I've heard. Is Zun the Toby Fox of Japanese
says,
games?
If it isn't the porn dojins, it is the music you know from To How. Cat with a mouse says. The best followers bot should show up within the next hour or two.
You think so? I usually don't get more than one.
Festiva says. Considering the two are friends. Sure.
I wouldn't know. I don't play either games.
Cat with a mouse says. It usually has. I get bored easily, so I watch chat and saw the pattern when it comes to the bots.
Okie dokie, I'll take your word for it. We'll see if the best viewers actually show up for me this time. Or if I'm just stuck with cheap viewers. Okay, what's going on here? His arm's looking a little spindly. We don't want that on our scary random enemy. Very scary. And this side is looking a little scrawny too, namely in the forearm.
Cat with a mouse says. On a different note, heard Ponyboy's voice on Evergrade's stream yesterday.
Oh
They
yeah?
were playing a war/tank battle simulator. He really does sound as lame as I thought.
Was it War Thunder?
Festiva says. When the war thundussy. Cat with a mouse says. Probably. Didn't notice the name. Just too many explosions.
You know what? I think this whole arm kinda needs to Actually, I think both of the arms need to... whatever I'm gonna say when I trail off. Elbows are usually just slightly below the rib cage. Let's see. Rib cage is probably like so. Maybe even more down. So that should be pretty good. I've got everything else all messed up. Okay, what's going on? What's layers? What is on what layer? Alright. I think that'll work. Now let's adjust the hand here. About like, oh, not like that. Dang, tablet sensitivity got me. Oh yeah, there's something I noticed. Like earlier in the morning today. I actually saw this last night posted. I put out some screenshots from the next Pokemon game. Take a look at this. You notice anything about the windows and the general wall going on here? How does this look to you guys? Do you see what I see? I'll give you a second.
Cat with a mouse says. Hidden pokeball outline across the side of the building.
Is that what you see? Because what I'm seeing is it's just a flat texture on the entire wall. Like there's no depth. There's no depth to the windows. They should have like some depth here, you know? Some 3D-ness. But no, there's none of that. It's literally just a
Cat
flat
with a mouse
texture
says.
on the entire wall.
Could be the illusion of depth conveyed by distance.
That's what it should look like. It don't look like that. And it pisses me off when people are like, oh, this looks so good. It's like, no, it doesn't. It's just a PNG, guys. It's just a PNG. What? Also, the entire thing just takes place in a city, so it's all just gray. It's all grays and browns. Pokemon games these days have like the worst color palettes. Like everything is just brown or gray. A little bit of green if you're in like a woodsy area. I don't know how they keep doing it so poorly.
Festiva says. The need to go back to Gen 5. Cat with a Mouse says. Another reason why Pokemon needs to expand to PlayStation. Better graphics engines.
Just put it on PC. Come on. But no, Nintendo can't do that. Nintendo can't make things for platforms other than Nintendo platforms, can they? Nah. We don't do that at Nintendo. We don't give people what they want. We trap them in our specific ecosystem. Anyways. Back to drawing. Oddly enough, Nintendo will seem to make exceptions when it comes to mobile games, though. We can have crappy pay-to-win mobile games, but we can't have an actual Pokemon game on
Cat with a Mouse says.
An actual platform.
The Pokemon company can still make the game. PlayStation just renders and polishes everything for the releases.
Yeah, well, they could still make the game on PC too. Also, I'm pretty sure it's not even a hardware issue. It's just Game Freak is lazy about their 3D graphics. Or they're just not good at them.
Festiva says. I take it you saw Legal Mindset.
I did, which is why I'm all on the stop the Pokemon in what is it called? Where's my tweets? Hashtag Stop the Pokemon Company International. You've seen my memes.
Cat with a Mouse says. But we know that Nintendo are cowards and will never give us, the fans, additional options.
Yeah. That's the problem. And apparently the Pokemon has put some particularly litigious lawyers in top places in their legal divisions. Which is probably why we're seeing so much garbage come out about patent trolling and shit like that. We're gonna have to actually start working on this guy's, like, design. Instead of nitpicking at the body here. Let's see. Let's merge some of
Cat
these
with a
layers
mouse
so they're
says,
easy to manage.
supposedly top lawyers. Same thing that caused Relic Castle to get taken down. Third parties claiming to represent the Pokemon Company.
Oh no, it's not even third parties, it's their own lawyers. Apparently, like, the top lawyer of the Pokemon Company is like a straight up litigator. So all her experience in law is just going after people. So guess what she does when she's advising the Pokemon Company? Oh yeah, she goes after people.
Cat with a mouse says. And this is why I will stick to my emulators and the Pokemon fan game / ROM hacking scene.
Oh, if she gets her way, there won't be a emulator ROM hacking scene.
Festiva says. US law, are you sure about that?
We'll see. They were allowed to file the patents anyways. They should have been turned down, but the US law already has one failure on their side in upholding how things actually are supposed to be. Can't say I'm particularly confident in the US court system to actually do the right thing.
Festiva says. And someone is getting fired if enough people bitch. My money is that everyone will ignore it. Nintendo won't go after bigger companies, and smaller ones will use them, ignoring the big fish to win in court.
They're definitely not going to go after somebody who can fight on their level, because then they'd have a much higher chance of actually losing if they can't scare them into giving up. And that's the main reason this whole patent trolling thing is going on in the first place. They know it's not supposed to work that way.
Cat with a mouse says. Those patents will never hold up in the long run. Eventually, Pokemon will give up as their fan base stops buying their games and follows the example of the rest of us. Festiva says.
I'm not so confident in
Digimon getting the loot
fans.
ready for court.
considering how their games keep selling ridiculous amounts, I'm not confident that the normie fans are going to really revolt like we would like them to. But if enough people raise a stink, then it might be enough of an embarrassment for them. For the stuffy Japanese leadership. Alright, I gotta check something here. How long is this thing? Could be longer. Legal Mindset needs to get more well versed on his Pokemon shit though. He keeps trying to make Pokemon references and they don't always hold up. As he recently was saying like they're trying to get Officer Ginny after small competitors, and it's like, bro, she's not the one you want to invoke as a bad guy. Did we forget the song that Brock sang?
Cat with a Mouse says, I can see the headline now. Pokemon Company executives would rather commit financial seppuku rather than appeal to fans.
That's what we're going for. Another thing that drives me mad is that like the new Pokemon games are coming out with ZA. They're like doubling down on the real-time combat. Like hey, maybe just let the other franchises have that niche. Maybe why are you like doing that? You used to be the turn-based guys. That was the main thing. That was part of what I liked. Not necessarily the specific combat system, but I like turn-based stuff. And now you're putting out games that are action games. It's like, why? Why would you do this? Why don't you give us another turn-based tactics game like Pokemon Conquest, except with all the stupid micromanagement that had to go into that? Tactical battles with the full Pokemon team, why not?
Real-time combat is something that some ROM hack creators are trying to refine. Nintendo wants to show that they can do it better and faster.
They don't need to do it at all, that's the problem. Anyways, here I am trying to refine the lines on this base form, and I probably don't need to be doing that. I should probably just be working on the design, but that's the hard part. Alright. What do we want to do with this guy? This is supposed to be a sea folk guy, so he's gonna have the wavy kind of hair going on. Let's make him particularly shaggy.
Cat with a Mouse says, I'd prefer a mix, similar to how I imagine D&D combat. Generalized combat scenes until my turn, where I can strategize and use my special techniques.
That is honestly like one of the
Cat
problems
with a Mouse
I
says,
have with POW World.
so that the scene doesn't lose the flow of combat.
There was one time I was playing POW World just this week. And like I was cooking something, and like I had to get up and go get it because it was done cooking and beeping and shit. And when I came back, I was dead because I couldn't pause the game, and it's all real-time combat. So thanks. Thanks, POW World. I like not being able to relax while I play my games. I just love being on edge at all times.
Cat with a Mouse says, that is the same problem I have with Souls-likes. Can't save properly or pause at all.
Yeah, I'm not really a Souls-like fan either. Although for me, I particularly don't like how the timing always works in those things. I've played one Souls game and that was enough. I just got frustrated because every single thing has like this obnoxiously long wind-up telegraphing the attack, and it's like really ridiculously long. Like they give you a lot of time to react, but that just means that the timing of your reactions has to be completely out of what's normal. Like I could see the attacks coming and I'd try to defend, but oh wait, the attack didn't come like at the arc of his movement. It happened like immediately a second after that. So at some point I'm like, yeah, I don't have time to memorize timings. I'm not doing this shit.
Cat with a Mouse says, I've always been good at rhythm games, but that is the only appeal for Souls-likes. Even then it depends on the game's mechanics.
Getting the face structure is always a kind of a challenge for me, if you can tell.
Last Meow says, hi Dice Bag.
Hello, Last Meow. How's it going? We're doing some character designs here for my tabletop monster collecting RPG. I'm thinking this guy needs a beard. Which means we're gonna cover up some of the things I already drew. Oh well.
Cat with a Mouse says, group's finally about to have our next D&D session, after postponing for almost 2 months. Scheduling was rough, as we already know for Crytures.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's probably good we haven't had a session again in a while for Crytures. I haven't exactly had time to prepare much. Especially with the threats of overtime hanging over my head. I don't think that's gonna last long though, thankfully. Last night we didn't have a whole lot to do. Mostly just some long-running jobs. Everything else was finishing up fairly quickly. Now let's double down on this and make his beard especially long. Since he is an outcast, he can be particularly scruffy.
Cat with a Mouse says, also keep forgetting about the downtime activities for EXP gain. Guessing our testing group might dissolve after another session or 2.
Don't say that. Seems like everybody's just busy this time of year. It is getting close to the holidays. Everybody gets busy around that time anyways. Haven't even seen much from Dale and Kohat recently.
Cat with a Mouse says, I don't want the adventure to end either, but sometimes the winds of fates force people apart.
One way or another, we are, well, I am, little by little getting closer to getting an actual product released. I'm putting all my focus on that now. We got a whole list of things to do. Let's see, we gotta put people groups up on the website and get them all figured out. We gotta make the outcasts, which we're doing right now. Stat out grunt NPCs, which would be the outcasts and the artisans and whatnot. Add lifestyle mechanics, that's another thing I was working on, so your upkeep costs will have some impact on gameplay. Let's see, cave generation, that's another thing. Probably shouldn't be too difficult. Just to make basic generation rules for a random cave. Making it interesting might be the tough part. Boons and benefits. That's going to be the stuff that you spend your favor on. Let's see, the mine infestation adventure
Dice bag
template.
fact. Dice
Oh,
bag
hello,
uses toast
Pony
as a
Boy.
crust for his homemade pizzas.
That's not how that works, Pony Boy. It's a different kind of thing. Besides, I don't have time to make homemade things. What do you think I am? Some housewife with time on her hands? What else do we got? Effects of size on movement and carrying capacity. That's another big one that I haven't written up. Gotta do some NPC bios. We gotta make rules for variant creatures, which I'm basically already... I know what they are, more or less. I just need to write it out. Agronomist profession.
Cat with a Mouse says,
That's another thing.
I know how your voice sounds now. You communist fetishist, you ain't so tough anymore.
Yeah, Pony Boy was playing, what, War Thunder with... What's his name?
Says,
What's his name?
have you made rule for seducing NPCs?
You know that friend of mine, what's his name?
Ponyboy
Evergrade.
Horse says, I am not a communist fetishist.
Oh yeah, add rule about force movement converting to damage when you collide with objects. That's another thing. I gotta make the Viridian
Ponyboy
Sigil
Horse
enchantment.
says, I was showing Evergrade how to tank.
I bet you were. I bet you were. Was Evergrade a good tank at least? Or did you lose because of him? Spill the beans on Evergrade. Is he a gamer? Or can he only play
Ponyboy Horse
old
says,
games?
Evergrade did kill someone once.
He killed someone once. Alright.
Cat with a Mouse says, I couldn't handle the fact that Evergrade died 3 times in a row less than 5 Mentwees.
It wouldn't surprise me that Evergrade's not really a PvP guy. Not that I am.
Ponyboy Horse says. We had fun, which was important. Ponyboy Horse says. But the most importantest thing was I did the best naturally.
Of course, of course. Will the other players confirm that if I ask them? Cat, you saw that. Was he the best? Or is he lying to me?
Ponyboy Horse says. It is impossible to deny I am the best tanker.
Alright, I'll take your word for it. I might have to ask Evergrade though. Do you have a favorite tank, Ponyboy? You know, there was this one gotcha game I played for a little bit with tank girls. Sherman, I don't remember what happened to that one.
Ponyboy Horse says. Is that even a question?
Oh, of course. I guess I should have known. Considering your original character, Sherman. The tank girl.
Ponyboy Horse says. It's like you don't even know me at all. Heartbreak emoji.
Aw, I'm sorry, Ponyboy.
Cat with a mouse says. We don't know you. Ponyboy Horse says. I am Ponyboy, I love tanks and tomboys, and I am based.
And a communist. You forgot the communist part. Communists love tanks, don't they?
Ponyboy Horse says.
They have tankies, right?
You are the communist commissar. Cat with a mouse says. And an admitted fetishist.
That too. It just keeps stacking up, Ponyboy.
Ponyboy Horse says. Y'all is the fetishists. Cat with a mouse says. Pony's natural state.
I'm kind of afraid this guy is going to turn out looking really basic, but then again, that's kind of what he's supposed to be, I guess.
Ponyboy Horse says. Day 165 of asking for short hair tomboy.
You know what? I was tempted to go ahead and, remove the ponytail from that last girl I drew. But I don't know if I want to do it anymore.
Ponyboy Horse says. You do wanna do it? Link says.
Do I?
I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Ponyboy Horse says. It's marketing to the audience.
What audience? Will short-haired tomboy get me more views? Is that a Ponyboy guarantee?
Cat with a mouse says. No, he doesn't have to. Dice might do it as a commission. You just gotta pay the man.
I don't have time to do commissions, man. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ponyboy Horse says. He already said no to those. Cat with a mouse says. Then you have your answer, PON.
Oh yeah, I never got an answer for that other thing. Do you have any knowledge of that Tank Girl Gotcha game that used to exist, but I haven't seen it in forever? It's kind of annoying me. There's quite a few like mobile games that I used to play back in the day, but I've lost them. I don't know what happened to them.
Ponyboy Horse says. There was a Tank Girl Gotcha game and nobody told me ? Ponyboy Horse says. I know a few tank games but not a gotcha.
I mean, this was a while ago. It must not have done very good. I want to say this thing was like pre-Azure Lane, so it was around.
Ponyboy Horse says. I know Girls und Panzer had a game.
I don't think it was Girls und Panzer. This was like the actual anthropomorphic tank girls, so they don't actually look like tanks, but they were based on tanks. Like the Uma Musume of tanks. Let's see, it's bugging me now that I'm talking about it. Let's do a search.
Says, I have a tank dating sim game like that.
A tank dating sim? Metal Waltz? Was that the thing? I don't think that's a thing. But let's look at it. You know what? That does look familiar. Maybe that's
Cat with
it.
a mouse says, which means it must be filled with fetus.
Release
each girl's
date.
gonna have a cannon between her legs.
Release date 2017. That might have been it. There you
Pony
go.
Boy Horse says, no fetus you.
There you go, Pony Boy. Metal Waltz. Anime tank girls.
Pony Boy Horse says, I may have seen that.
Well, then why aren't you playing it, huh? You like tanks so much. Let's see, surely it has a Sherman, right?
Cat with a mouse says, Pony, you said dating sim, so something has to be done with the guns. You don't like muscle girls or girls with cannons. What do you want, man?
Oh, I don't know if you're gonna like this, Pony Boy.
Horse says, muscle girls with girl parts.
I regret to inform you she is not a short-haired tomboy. There's your Sherman. Sad day for Pony Boy.
Pony Boy Horse says, that looks nothing like my daughter. Pony Boy Horse says, my Sherman is way better.
Okay, buddy, okay. So you say. However, do you have a gotcha game?
Dinsdale Piranha says, every day that ends with Y is a sad day for Normac.
Normac? I don't know Normac. What are you talking about? But welcome, Dinsdale. How's it going? This guy needs like a cloak or something. Something like really simple.
Cat with a mouse says, cloak of seaweed.
Not seaweed. That's two out there. We could make it kinda ratty though. To look a tad seaweedish. Oh, once again, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. You gotta love it. Alright, Pony Boy, next stream I expect you to tell me all about Metal Waltz. If you're a real tank fan, you'll have Sherman by then. I think I stopped playing that game because I couldn't figure out the mechanics very well. Or maybe it's just because it's a gacha and I got tired of it. I don't remember. Hard to keep up with all these different gacha games, especially since they all look the same now. See, random girl from gacha game, is that Zenless Zone Zero? Is that Arc Knights? Is that the other thing? I don't know what the other thing is. There's other things. But they all look the same. There's the layer I need. It's bugging me that his legs are just legs here. We're gonna have to do something about that. Also, this thing needs to line up with the rest of his clothes. We'll give him kind of furry looking boots. Because he's an outcast, of course. Alright, you know what? This should be coming out the bottom, I think. There we go. Whoops. I would probably be able to draw so much faster if my freaking tablet screen was not so sensitive in all the wrong times. I waste so much time just trying to get it to select the right layers and shit. And undoing wrong strokes. Alright, he's starting to look like an actual character now. Finally. Whoops. Something moved. Oh yes, the background. There we go. Let's give this dude a face and we can move on to like the next guy, I think. Let's see, what do our current sea folk characters look like exactly? Let's move that brow down so he looks a little more angry. Got to do something new with his mouth. Something like that. Hmm. His face is looking a little wide here.
Cat with a mouse says. Dice bag ancestor spotted.
Dice bag ancestor. Where? You don't mean this guy, do you?
Cat with a mouse says. Possible.
I sure hope not. I don't want to be descended from rando enemies in my own game. That would be bad. I was looking for a sound effect on my soundboard to follow that up with, but I don't see anything funny in that context. So we'll just not do that, I guess. You know what, let's give him some extra doodads. He should probably have a knife on him. Whoops. We don't need that part too. Oh, Jesus. Freaking sensitivity on this thing is pissing me off. I need to look into ways to change that. It's been going on for too long. Like, ever since I had this tablet, it's always had this weird thing that it does where it doesn't register, or it's like too sensitive. Like, I'll hover over a thing, it'll be like, oh, you're selecting that thing? It's like, no, I'm hovering over it. I haven't touched it. Stop that. Actually, hold on. I need to look up which direction belts go. I have forgotten. You know what? I don't think it matters. Something like that, I think. You know what? That knife is actually looking kind of small. That's not a knife. Now that's a knife.
Cat with a mouse says. Croc Dundee over here.
Yeah. Literally the only thing I remember from that movie.
Man's ambition
claimed. The work of man, their pride, their bane, crafting gods through skill and pain. Machines awaken,
I still have a problem with his face.
from dust they rise, they must attack. The work of man, their pride,
Let's lower them brows.
crafting gods through skill and pain. Machines awaken, their hearts beat black.
That looks better.
Rise, they must attack. Here's that groan, the pulse of might. Furnaces blaze in eternal night. Power forged, yet hearts are damned. This ancient curse, the work of man.
I think he's looking pretty good for a character that's supposed to be scruffy.
Their bold desire.
And by that I mean he looks like a character that's supposed to be scruffy.
But fire burns and shadows spread. Among their marvels, none were spared. The work of man, their pride, their bane, crafting gods through skill and pain. Machines awaken, their hearts beat black. From dust they rise, they must attack.
Alright, now what do we need to do next? Let's move on before I change my mind. We've also got a Rushman Outcast. Statted up. I guess we'll do him next. Here, first let's give this guy a creature. What kind of creature should he have? Maybe one of these.
Cat with a mouse says, I was gonna suggest Toxilus.
You know what, that might be a good one too. I was thinking sea folk, so my mind went to water. Let's get Peter out of the way here. Alright. Let's see, what's the Rushman guy got? I gave him a flail, that's gonna be annoying to draw. Let's extend the canvas over this way.
Festiva says. Shit, Ohio.
Yad, Ohio. What is this Zoomer shit? I don't know what's being said here. How dare you come into my stream and speak Zoomer? Oh wait, I'm erasing the wrong thing here. We're gonna put up a sign saying no Zoomers allowed.
Ponyboy Horse says. Mia he, Mia ho, Mia he, Mia ha ha.
Nice try, Geronimo, but that's not how you pronounce that.
Festiva says. No Riz, Elmog.
I have Riz. If I didn't have Riz, would you guys be watching me? Come on now. We're just saying false things. Oh yes. The anime character head shape here. Perfect shape. Kawaii. Alright, for real though. Let's just make this guy front facing
says.
here.
I just fell through the map FFS.
Fell through the map on War Thunder? Are we playing War Thunder again?
Festiva says. Arkham Origins.
Oh, Arkham. Okay.
Ponyboy Horse says. Wart Hunter is based. Cat with a mouse
War
says.
Thunder. Thanks,
Kawaii
Geronimo.
Cryture. Sounds like something great for the kids.
Yes, Kawaii Desu Cryture. I do need to draw more like actual cutesy creature art though. That's the shit that gets shared around. And I'm over here making scruffy dudes.
Ponyboy Horse says. Omi WMO, Shindiru.
Omaiwa Moe. I don't think that's the quote, Pony Boy. I don't think that's quite it. Also, this sucks. You know what we're gonna do?
Cat with a mouse says.
We're gonna copy this.
Think of it as a counterpart to Petrock. Ponyboy Horse says. Omi WMO Shindiru.
Alright, now his face is symmetrical.
Ponyboy Horse says. Geronimo FFS.
I don't think Geronimo is up to speed on his Japanese pronunciation.
Ponyboy Horse says. Jugmu gokeo no surakire kaijiri suijio no suijio matsu unrei matsu furei matsu ku nirutokoro ni sumutokoro yabarikoji no burikoji pepo no shuringen no gurinde no ponpo kopii no ponpo kana no chokyume no chosuk.
Ponyboy, this better not be some other, like, incantation. Like that one time you sent random gibberish and had Geronimo read it, and I had like an infestation of flies immediately afterward that night.
Ponyboy Horse says. Geronimo speaks worse moon runes than an American fortune cookie. Cat
Well,
with a
maybe
mouse
you should
says,
write it in moon runes
what
and he
kind
could
of
understand
esoteric
it.
summoning did we just witness? Ponyboy Horse says.
No, wait, he can't
Anyways,
read moon
that
runes.
was a Japanese name.
A Japanese name? Okay. I'll take your word for it. Dang Japanese. And their goofy words. Their Star Wars names.
Festiva says. Sex.
I don't think that's what that is.
Ponyboy Horse says. Sex 2, more sex.
Sex 2, Sexer.
Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
Cat with a mouse says. I refuse to believe anything that Pony says. We have all been cursed and exposed to an eldritch disease.
That's probably the best course of action. Is not believing anything Ponyboy says.
Ponyboy Horse says. But jugmu gokeo no surakire kaijiri suijio no suijio matsu unrei matsu furei matsu ku nirutokoro ni sumutokoro yabarikoji no burikoji pepo no shuringen no gurinde no ponpo kopii no ponpo kana no chokyume no chosuk is a real name, look it up.
I don't wanna. I'm drawing Ponyboy. I
Cat
can't
with the
just
mouse
stop the
says.
stream to look things up, even
Fine,
though I do
I'll
that
look
all
it
the
up.
time. Besides, what difference is it gonna make if it's a name or a curse? You've already cursed me.
Festiva says. I mean, I can play War Thunder if you want. Hatsune Mikusu 25k. Cat with a mouse says. It is a real thing. It's apparently also used as a training exercise for Japanese actors.
I could see why.
Ponyboy Horse says. Ponyboy remains undefeated.
Undefeated at what?
Ponyboy
exactly?
Horse says.
Ponyboy, you know Geronimo can't read moon runes.
Cat with a mouse says. Well, there's the spell casting again.
All I'm saying is it sounds a lot like some kind of thing like, what is it? Shikakushima zura sengo tomori toru aur shifue sumihito no noroi toku. Yeah, see what happens to you now.
Cat with a mouse says. Good luck, Geronimo. You want a weird name? How about the state fish of Hawaii? The Humo immunoconoquapuat. Ponyboy Horse says.
Wow, Pony Horse not saying a thing for once? Oh no, wait, he's just making moon runes again.
Ponyboy Horse says. I say things.
We know, Ponyboy, we know you say things. And I
Cat with a
appreciate
mouse
it.
says. And yet none of them make any sense.
I appreciate the activity you bring to chat. Even if it is a little deranged sometimes.
Ponyboy Horse says. They make dollars.
Branches twitch with whispered dread. Echoes of the living, the long since dead. Arcane runes in trails unfold. Veins of emerald.
Ponyboy Horse says. I am the only one who is sane in the upside down world.
Okay, buddy. Now this boy gets to have a badass flail. And he's also gonna have a shield.
Winding streams with laughter laced. The valley
Let's see, let's find the midpoint here.
with ancient grace, yet cunning eyes behind the throne. A fairy rhythm, a song.
Let's make it a little bigger. Something like so. In fact, I should probably separate these two
Ponyboy Horse says,
armaments
Dice bag
onto
fact.
different layers.
Dice bag eats Tic Tacs like pills.
Oh no, I have Icebreaker's mints actually. I need to bring up the generic flail image so I know what I'm doing here. I am not very well versed in drawing flails, believe it or not. Where is that? Okay, there she is. I'm gonna move this thing down slightly. Then we will extend the haft. Oh, now I have to draw a chain. I'm regretting my life decisions now. Or at least my decisions on this guy's equipment. It's okay, guys, I have a few cheats in my arsenal. I've drawn a few chains in my time. Alright. That should be enough chain. Let's put the ball on it. Just like my wife.
Ponyboy Horse says, imagine using a ball on a stick. This post made by Sword Gang.
Well, if you play Battle Brothers, you'll know that flails are good for smacking behind shields. And also for smacking armored dudes in the head and beating their brains out when you can't penetrate their armor.
Ponyboy Horse says, it takes one dud to grab that ball for it all to be over.
Yeah, well, what you gonna do? You got a ball in your hand now.
Ponyboy Horse says, moral of the story is to protect your balls or aggressive men will grab them.
If a dude has my ball in his hand, he can't hit me with that hand now, can he? Also, the Witch King would like a word with you.
Cat with a Mouse says, if a dude has you by the ball, this is nothing you can do except do what he wants. And then go see a doctor. Ponyboy Horse says, Witch King. More like, bitch king the way bro went out.
What do you mean? He killed Theoden, King of Rohan. Theoden's the real loser there. Had to have like his niece or something save him. and a hobbit. Theoden, more like Gaoden. The way he be crying over the grave of his son. Did that go too far? Alright. Time to design this guy.
Ponyboy Horse says. Which king got stabbed in the face by a monologing woman? I'd rather jump into the fires of Mount Doom. Cat with a Mouse says. When that head was upside down, I thought you were working on a bird.
Upside down. I don't even remember turning it upside down. I say as I turn it sideways.
Ponyboy Horse says. This is the short-haired tomboy finally.
That's a man, baby.
Cat with a Mouse says. The bangs reminded me of bird tail feathers.
I can see why.
Ponyboy Horse says. Make it a woman.
Nah. He's like a hillbilly, he's got a mullet.
Cat with a Mouse says. You can imagine that it's a flat woman. Or a woman that transitioned into a man.
Yeah, that's your thing, right, Ponyboy?
Ponyboy Horse says. She needs woman parts. Ponyboy Horse says. I do not like drones.
We're gonna slim down his face a tad here. I'll probably give this guy a beard too, but I'm not sure what to do with it at the moment.
Cat with a mouse says. I think I need to head out. Good night, Dice. Ponyboy Horse
Alright,
says.
see you around, cat.
There is still time to make it a tomboy.
There's not time to make it a tomboy. Look at that body. That's not a girl body. The hell are you talking about? So this guy's statted up with some boiled leather armor here.
Ponyboy Horse says. It can be a girl body.
Boy's getting desperate here.
Ponyboy Horse says. Dice Bag just hates me, I know it. Ponyboy Horse says. Also hates tomboys.
Don't slander me like that. I just don't share your definition of a tomboy. We've established this. Tomboys are just autistic girls.
Ponyboy Horse says. We don't say autism anymore, we say Tylenol Americans.
Oh, that's right. Girls whose mom ate Tylenol. Thank God women have pain in childbirth. That's how we got so many VTubers. Oh no, wait, the shield is behind the legs. I almost erased that. Alright, let's turn the shield off. Come on, where's the layer? There it is. And everything's way off-centered with his body. I'm gonna have to see if my mom took Tylenol while she was pregnant with me.
Conjurers unite, we're well aware. In the heart of them all lies grim despair. Eldritch fear makes us all beware. Mystic runes glow in the midnight air.
Alright, I think Bro's waist is a little too low.
With fiery flare. Echoes of darkness all around. In the abyss, our courage is found. Light the torches, we'll find our way. No evil force will make us sway. Together we rise against the fray. In deep Ma's belly, we hold our ray. Silent whispers from the ancient past.
Thinking the belt is a little too
Souls in the shadows cast.
thick here.
We hold fast to magic unsurpassed. Our
Let's squeeze that up a tad.
summoned ever fast. Eerie winds howl like banshees cry. Spirits linger and the demons fly. Arcane power in our veins so high. Through the darkness we'll defy. Chalice raised with sacred light, banish all beyond our sight. In unity we fight the blight, guardians of the endless night.
You know what? The Crytures should probably not conform to his body so closely. Whoops. Clicking on the wrong things. I'm getting too into it. Alright, let's get the shield back on. We'll actually carve out the places it does not need to be existing. He definitely needs a beard or something. There you go, pony boy. There's your tomboy. I didn't even finish his freaking feet. Let's make a copy of this. I don't want to draw it all again. Although I probably should have actually drawn the clothes on the lower body before I bothered to copy and paste anything, because I'm probably going to end up doing that again. Maybe I won't have to. Let's compare this guy to the other one here. I'm thinking he could stand to be a little bit bigger in the body. The neck's probably a little too long. Now we gotta give him some pants. Alright, he's starting to look a little better. Let's give him some gloves here. Let's merge these layers that I keep digging around with that should be together in the first place. Alright. We're getting close to finishing this guy. Let's put some wood grain on his shield. In fact, let's make the shield a little bit like notched looking, so he has that, continues to have that scruffy look that we're going with the other guy. Yeah. Let's see what these guys look like as a group. And I'll just flip that for the other side of the face. Not sure about the nose. That should work. All right. Yeah, I think he's working out. I think that might be all we need to do tonight. Let's pair him with a creature, though. Let's see. He should have... perhaps a Slugoop. Sure, we'll go with that. Alright, let's save this. We'll save these guys individually as well. Sea Folk Outcast. And this is our Rushman Outcast. Alright. There we go. And we'll send these off to Patron along with the character from last time that I forgot to send him. Hopefully he'll have those done fairly soon. If not, we still got more outcasts that I need to draw for next time. As long as we're not playing a game again next time. Who knows? Who knows what everybody's schedules will be like. I don't know if we're gonna have another playtest session or if I'm gonna draw again, but it's gonna be one of those two. But yeah, that'll be all for tonight. Kind of a short stream this time, but that's alright. I am tired from working overtime this week, and I would like to screw around in Pow World for a little extra bit tonight before I go to bed, which will be quite a ways from now, actually. I actually have a lot of time. Okay. Outro. I don't think we really have anybody hanging around in the chat at the moment. Nope. Unless you're lurking. Are you lurking? Excuse me. Alright then. We'll call it here. Thanks to everybody for hanging out and showing up. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.